it has not been properly articulated. Around this time in 2012 and 2016, NPP for to me articulate properly. Ma obia or tifie ni himself before say 1D 1F in 2016. 1D 1F was their major campaign. Inti omo campaign NDC for years they say NPP for na ya momo. Cause I did hear omo di bone. Because in this day and age, baby, I was say NPP for you are in the middle of a major crisis. Number one, you are in the middle of economic crisis because see, any economy now can ye. Two, you are in the middle of like in terms of popularity ratings. Abain nankasa as abaino. Ni popularity ratings a form. Inti abain popularity now or 2016 and more the winning ya. Onya over 1 million extra votes. Abain need the same popularity rating. Then you are in the middle of a crisis. Now abain na do akojina a program as I say. Ye be change University of Ghana for di ne ayeno JB Dankwa. Seriously. One abain na o kasa no. Are you ready say ube break it 8 now ube break it no? And are you even ready say you take yourself in the history books for Ghanaians to remember you say abain wait time. And oye bibi President Kufuor time and President Kufuor Krabeko opposition no. In between 2004 and in 2008 around this time President Kufuor the maternal mortality maternal healthcare project number you see, President Kufuor was not only preparing the ground for NPP for a normal campaign. He said they will get a good policy. Campaign, but you see, he was also solidifying himself in the history of Ghana as one of the most remembered presidents. That was what he was doing. But more NPP for na mama banner. Free SHS, which is a fantastic policy. Fantastic policy. Be a better say free SHS, free SHS. Even Mahama Kranka sent free SHS that or see oba obey any year, he would rather expand it. That's what Mahama has said. Because obey himself, young copan Nagana for sika more politicians moody no. Nina come bottom. Ain't for once we have a policy to say a health insurance, free SHS policy. Policy abama sika kon for bottom kakra ode. Says Sikano Kamu Dibia, Kakran, what they move and chair and school fees. Why never cut a policy when of course, free SHS had issues. For instance, accommodation. We had double track near there. Those are issues we can work on. But policy beard or many sikano ye chebi more man for ninya on faso. A chimania on faso that policy massa support any day any President Kufuor or the NHIS but say NHIS or and NHIS look at the magic that NHIS is doing. But what's your cry? Maybe out to Kumasi out the NHS a bed and what quite crossing or who beat dilemma. At least NHS no paracetamol, Udu hospital, a bit your paracetamol camano. So free SHS is an untouchable policy. What Ghana should do is to improve it. Make sure, say, a bit because see, in a year free SHS is consistent in the next 10 years, Ghana, 90% of our population will be educated. A whole politician to be made that will be. Because yesika ye omani sika na fa ye di twa esgasha ye we di be minister salary ye di be age bungalow amamo ye di be entertainment allowance. So for once we have a policy that enwan kasa de omani sika ni bi ma si entua nkofo school fees ya eye inti that's what I'm saying say Mahama tsena tia na Mahama who say free SHS is a good policy oba obeto aso he will not implement it the same way in NPP for you know he will do it better and that's good. Into education, in subsequent years will be a medado because they say elections are Ghana ya over 30 years in and they're dorsum. But now because Ghana for no so can because constitution sabi or more constitutional or monya madam best or monya asia and monya gasiao. And normally share constitution is before you should be qualified to vote, you must be 18 years and above and of sound mind. 18 years and above and of sound mind. It is also adding your coins. Why do you miatie? Why do you banku? Why do you fufu? Why do you coins here? Master, you will be a problem. You don't have any business going near the ballot box. Ballot box, no conditions. Constitution, they might say before you can, Madam, say near the ballot box. Before you can even approach a ballot box, take a ballot paper, cast your vote. You must not only be 18 years. When you walk America and Europe near the Audi 1 year, the 18, you have a right to vote. But Ghana, constitution Almighty America, popular vote system. They have electoral college. Komunim say we are see o man bia no sabi bru agimi for doso. Omunim say we are see o man bia mu no sabi bru sabi mpraduasa agimi for omo doso. One hwe ni ye na say agimi for doso che nyansafo a they will determine your leader. And she said the park was in dum kan ye no. And obi suro atem didie. Enti obi nyansafo ni difo no ma be no, they don't want to do politics. So we have left sabi bru other people no more politics. That is why it's important. Say elections here. Look at the people who are coming in. Me see 2024 elections. It will go down in the history books as one of the most popular elections, but also very critical elections. Obienim muani na ho. Mami ya metwa bani wie. Emme send the message. Ena vem muna mo market candidate. Ena padmo muna mo market candidate. Ye nyina hu Kennedy Agyapong campaign okwe. Ye hu se gofo di nachi. Say ya Ghana for ya. Alanchamanti campaign okwe so won say go for the nechi Ghana for ya Baomia campaign okwe so won say go for the nechi Ghana for ya Agyapong de Ghana for Obia de Ghana for. It's a matter of choice, and that is a fundamental principle of democracy. Enti wa ho de on tia say how akumsi support Baomia na obi support Kennedy Agyapong na we support we won't say democracy as we are John we here education and you need elevation. Say there's some George kind elevation out here. Say the elevation and you need elevation in your brain. And politics is a choice. That is the essence of democracy. I'm not affording UK for no choice. No. Between conservative ni labor choose back, between Republicans and Democrats choose back. Ghana hanye Dubai ni akokase monarchy. Yeah, a choice. Open this any problem to Mahama. Open NPP any problem to NPP. Candidate or more NPP, the open be a choice. You choose. But who choose to know? Kai say, Odache, uncola school fees, a marco was it must be part of the choice. Those things must inform your choice. And Kotun ye Emekatobina, a secotoma way, now they will of sound mind, now soundness away. Yes, it be 18 years and of sound mind. Now sound no our badama and a case. What badama me see between now and election make sure what join what join gun jumping. Joining near cause so study. Mr. Constitution say before you cast your vote, you must be 18 years and of sound mind. Intuition what join abodama bam a torch here. Can see cause elections they are critical elections. And sending message me do a beat me to change focal. Meve mo didi matem 20 years and changing ana be didi matem e be sesande Allah this a tuo no so me do me dia kra me ankasa me die me honya wona abekumi me do me time me myself I go die nya wo me myself me obi ade ne sabe kam ya me mewu na je say me time no me I go or die be one pe na de wi ase e be gide what you say it vote on your conscience use your gumptions to. Now, 20 Ghana cities, say about Wabekosui. I've seen so many Fonka games, Sunyai, Busa NDC. One of the most highly contested elections, Fonka games, Sunyai, yet he Chessika Manko for. Again, people from Ghana, more chase go. Alan time, like I said, Asika, Gianni, those times, and Alan, or Teso. Nay, Alan Cash. But Fonka games, go and read the history. Fonka games, Chessika fine. Atamils versus Nana Krodu. Now Rollins or the party NDC cry by a cry NDC for summarizing a question cry a uniform. Now I would China become it. Nana Doni NPP. They are the major campaign managers for NDC. Where you be yes of them on NPP as a munyam homework. Mukra Mukana mo candidate for a breno. Nipa age na elections or more bread because of NPP. Led by Mampany's Excellency Nanado. In the middle of a crisis, unko announce it. So person changing University of Ghana. Now the JB Danko BMC JB Danko Wabusheni. You do not do that. It's a political blunder. That is why I'm throwing a challenge and I'm putting this one just here before I'm coming penny for you. So Yera a Damboche or MP, where your former General Secretary of NPP Damboche. This is a personal call. I'm making a personal call to Honorable Danko Kuboche. Honorable Damboche, where are you? Honorable Damboche, where are you? Honorable Obi, Oboshi Saikofi, where are you? Honorable Papa Jasko, Professor Michael Kwe. These are the apparatchikis. Mon sorry no be who's MPP no more on penny for home. You cannot sit down and look at the president when the president is announcing that you change University of Ghana, even if it is right. The timing is completely, absolutely wrong. You are in the middle of crisis. Who koye adore change school din? You are in the middle of a crisis. Who say me koye adore change University of Ghana din? Now crisis was of ye. Bank of Ghana for a loss over 60 billion. Who koye adore change University of Ghana din? Are you serious about you breaking the 8? Or are you serious about leaving a legacy for Ghana? Munya serious oh. NPP for munya serious. Tina me say, minim so obia ni boss okra no a obetime Canadian president kwa na nya Dambotre. Cause I know Dambotre from even President Kufuor. Or no ni obia President Kufuor kra Dambotre to me gina nanim ka chese me mpel post. Menye ne china me mpe. Dambotre had the balls to stand in front of President Kufuor and reject his appointment and continue as General Secretary. He rejected his appointment. Indeed, Dambotre minim say the same Dambotre no show us the boss and tell something to President Kufuor, His Excellency. You are in the middle of a crisis. This is not the time. Okoye adore. Abra Bank of Ghana for about 60 million. Now one your party for na no problem no. Now one opponent for message. Election you're calling clean. Make sure you do your homework. Opponent kwa nyase. President Kufuor time and issues ibano. How many issues you can President Kufuor? With the exception of a year friend saying, Anane, Richard Anane, or call America, Kofa, Bruni, Ban, the Kodaye, or Nene, and when President Kufuor issue. Jizayazi Asama nearby, nobody till today, and to me prove is President Kufuor, and Jizayazi Konyami. In any case, President Kufuor, and Jizayazi Konyami, President Kufuor, Geo, while Rod Ross or so a rock. And I'm feeling Agyapong, or see, Anna President Kufuor, the word. That's one to many or bad. I'm on your Tafani and a President Kufuor, a Bema, or see a bottle on his sperm, a ton of sperm bank, and my IVF for President Kufuor, Bema. That is how you have an experienced communication person, not handle communication. Dambotre time President Kufuor hotel while once and buy it. I see President Kufuor ba akojebosia e dia akwa kosi hotel. That's some na Dambotre buy. Dambotre when no at the chamber no say, Massa. President Akwakoji Nebakoji loan asema yen party for yen meso sans and follow so Dambotre had the boss. Agyapong did the same thing. That was NPP there. NPP na way. Munyina makamudi ashamunantem. The president is causing blunders and you are watching him. And I affect him or more mudi machina. I was able to make sure election na ebe kono munyina mo kono on fair playing ground. Mama NDC run for their money. NDC winning on him, so we're winning a fairly way. Say NDC winning elections. I win him say Coco election. I'm with the mono. Coco elections. Mama mo candidate for no crab break because more ya blunders. And now be the 1 million a question them or China a Bank of Ghana losses. Adia China say these are the mistakes that NDC did in 2000. Adia China Jida. Adia China Sada. Adia China say NPP for munya 1 million. It's muhu. Science now what no into muhu. Munim, I say, one from President Kufuor campaign or 2008. Atamosi winning, Atamosi knew that he had won by proper campaign. Because Atamosi campaign makes a solid or so on the day, or you assume him. The Biana Atamosi or the CJ for him, and the Gen Z for generation, those things won't carry because Namususa. CJ. The bia kosi prati dim some okuje to blackwa na Professor Musi dim no more demonstration. That is a fair playing ground campaign. Enti Atamosi winning in 2009, he knew say he had fought a good battle and he had won. Because President Kufuor the health insurance buy or the maternal health care or the nyama bebre buy yenya N1 ni bi da. N1 will be ante home problem. Compensation in America for chia compensation ma or more account or nyina ma na N1. So he laid the groundwork. NPP for na campaign almost that time in 2008. NPP for campaign J campaign. I sem guy sem. Satan no ko hu na do kra no ko hini bi wa na wa hye la cost na ne collar e wo soro. Then fast forward 2012 campaign. President Kufuor switching the campaign. Afa no na munsuom or nkofo di kofi brokpa no ni omudi. Ofa trotro no mu nyina afa. That campaign strategy na do use 2012 and ne Canada Agyapong use no. Switch it up. So President Kufuor did the homework and laid the groundwork for you. And I went to me and winning. And at a more solid campaign, room to room, door to door. I'm also say I made them a pass from gay or and people so bought into the policy in the agenda. So on your bar or or bay your money and they told my Prof. Samuels. And a Prof. Samuels the demon or the Mahama President Mahama by the same persona. What the extra President Mahama personality to be him so you'll be a Joe. Nice man. Say our cry. President Mahama throughout his career as Minister of Communication, yeah, he marketed himself as Obia or take Ghana for us. Obia, he can come down to Obia. Maybe what parliament as a parliamentary correspondent. President Mahama was one of the very few people who know about Betanati Didi. Or no Baba Betanati and drink. Or no crash any be a parliament here, or more rise here, or more party. Oh, for ya. President Mahama be one for biscuit or G biscuit, drink G-way. He is one of the very few people who could come down to the level of journalists. We all loved him. We all loved him. This is when who document, you know what? Copy, G-way say, anybody, Linda Crazy, Busa, anybody who was in parliament at the time, that President Mahama, and he won everybody's heart. It is an another waba. Now, waba, not only are we saying, who the Jaudi or history books, as will be a wire there. What you say? Jaudi keke. But, oh, dear. In the middle of the Bible crackers here, when you may now but one key thing so be our leader be any timing. I did want my year pan, but you can implement it in the wrong time. And until present Rollins time or kofa VAT crab by everybody so VAT in the yo. I brought you mutu VAT nibi. Ya pasagana kona anima, we also need to pay, but timing was wrong. But why you prekono? You know, that timing is key. Then in your own government, in a crucial timing like this. Economic issue. A year first, IMF no World Bank crab by 1 year my you know who the benefit of IMF no. I find the year approaches some kind of semi stability. Near new baby or Bank of Ghana for Aboka. I say the kind is due to debt exchange program. One casa who minister see the $1 million now there to show them and there's a big scandal on your head. A special prosecutor is chasing people. You have scandal over scandal. Your communication minister, information minister has gone down under. Say Kodo Ponkroma is missing in Ghana. My announcement why? Kodo Ponkroma is missing. You know, Eugene Ahe is missing in Ghana. We can't find all of them because they cannot defend these bogus scandals. The 2 young men in him said they cannot defend these scandals. Into suspension. Underground, so they've all gone incommunicado. Kodo Ponkroma, any Eugene, Omutu Nina have forced you to incommunicado because they cannot defend their custom. Then, in the middle of this crisis, control statement, speech, I'm a president, Uncle Kase, or ya Adori, a change University of Ghana, Jasma Adori. I don't know, solve Bank of Ghana crisis in ye. I don't know, ye, or also ye, and son of Adori. What they are trying to cast time na 2020 election, and then can also be making a suggestion. There are some scandals that you don't need. Apart from that, Nanado was a history, who don't free a conya to cry, who to me did. Some from a buy a man yet my baby, except free SHS. They will forever follow President Kufuor so buy and why free SHS. You've done a very solid thing. It's good. It's good. Biabo dimboni oba oya and wabua pen one pewasam is solid. You have done it. But to us, then you say crisis moon also. Oh, koye Adori changing University of Ghana. Then you expect that party scandals when you party. Mo try mo se mo ni abema Henry Cote mam good policy. Henry Cote started so clean Accra. Nka mo nsom na mo spreading ko Kumase, mo spreading ko Takrade, mo spreading ko yi. Na ka mo amon fan jimu di manye. Henry Cote no cross o masa pamona ma papa na kadem. Project a junior year or the buy in our academy. Finally, before I bring my guest, say Damboche, oh yeah, former general secretary of the party, Professor Makokwe, Papa Jasko, political science lecturer, Munina Mabing, Auntie Oboshi Sai Kofi, Auntie, she's a communication guru. There should be no reason why all these people are in NPP and nobody can change the president's speech. Somebody should be able to call people in order in the presidency. Scandals na campaign no de munja botirama president Mahama no anfa the policy mra na ehu se ono se free SHS no be yo so ono so be 1D 1F so be 1D 1 region so that we see. But now NDC has no reason to even bring any policy because momo ye campaign no come NDC. Momo ye campaign no am NDC. They don't need to do anything. Many NDC America every day be anama so you ma pe ensure na me the ice cubes ya gum na me nom o si bi ayi de ani bi afraja de me cartoon bi anu ape na o we e fa ho because your opponent no ye adwuma na ma you don't need to shout or ye adwuma na ma Bank of Ghana mutumi mechirem some more losses they free because perhaps muni nchirem papa bia but mama ka obi jasu medie and out here we live on okay 101.7 FM so if I'm a vim lady if you apoka aka nana hema tutujegu media me canon said the style bia bi e kan wa na kan me wa me choice also our choice also person wo kan utumi send message now also kan there e kan na kan obi just that don't insult because we insult ya broche one amoko amose glass and kwano obi ndidi obi atem or politics they all speak their mind obi ndidi atem ntu be didi atem o hanuma mi read mi ni adaje me nya kora mi ni space o madwirimu to come and read what back one is the biggest decision for you. Enti wo share live so ewo Migacho FM okukren to me. Your live or Kings Jersey Radio, ewo New Jersey America brochimemo. Your live so High Life Radio so America DMV importemo. And your live so National Radio Kuku Spencer and the team so ewo UK brochimemo. Your live Wadam Media, almost so Europe, Belgium, and France, almost so fire live or them. Who ko baby and the tension that is in MPP no and your person tension what MPP no. Who can meet Mahama? Why ne betimi face Mahama? NPP for our want to trade and said they want to be able to select the right person. I will be facing Mahama, but winning for voters form no. It's not about who is facing Mahama, it's about when the Bema Ghana solution. Patriotism beyond breaking the eight, and who face Mahama on fire and their party for slogan. But when the Bema Ghana solution, because Ghana ya bre was say kakani so do katani Dubai ni bi. Ye kakani do katani Dubai ni bi. And your politics na 7 nipa kakra bi no. Ti mame mo Kennedy Agyapong video we say because I want you to see what first Kennedy Agyapong said the last time he was saying say Unkofonye clean campaign. Unkofonye clean campaign. I'll bring Kennedy Agyapong nipa ewa ha. I'll bring Dr. Baumia nipa ewa ha say I'll bring Yera Sly tete so Alanche Mantini pa ono market first Alanche Mantini pa. I'll bring all of them so that we all see the omo one for Ghana my Mamembo we enter one Sani Abaso send a message.
This is the man, Honorable Kennedy Ohene Agyapong, MP for Asin Central. This man is a true son of our beloved country, Ghana. Now, patriotism starts when people in country step out to demonstrate their love for their country.
If we really want to move this country, I want people who dream. 3 things that we have to keep. We need dreamers, we need thinkers, and we need doers. These 3 things. Our brother.
Thank you. Thank you so much for coming. Patriotic citizens always ask, what can I do for my country? Instead of what can my country do for me?
Went to 37 military hospital and I said, I'm going to build ultra-modern cardiothoracic center for Ghana. I'm doing this for my country.
Honorable Kennedy Ohene Agyapong has a track record, a good record that tells his commitment and dedication to help Ghana become a truly independent nation, a nation that produces for itself and creates opportunities for its citizenry, a nation where the youth are educated and guided to be proactive and productive. Yes, one day Ghana will be a better place when you and I work hard and smart.
So that is President Mahama. I'll bring you President Mahama video on National Cathedral, and of course National Cathedral you move Canada. Say in terms of priority, it wasn't the right priority. It keeps making your choice. That's how politics and democracy is. Say you choice. Hafiz Mpacho, good evening. Patrol, no was microphone. I think that sometimes microphone.
Okay. All
It's
right.
in cover.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening. Where the asida ebema ye nyankopon. And then the mitri ne the mebuga no ba.
Anya we buga ni nyina. Okay, a year person. I see kwe. Wow, oh papa so na say the money is big. It's big into alajo de yetiase onim say peace FM so the alajo ye this week na ohene no ewo ye ho ohene no so me aminipa no Mohammed
ni ama ajo
madam for dada ti alajo de peace FM that's why me there constituency alajo ye constituency enti no ye mo akwaba but o kasama Dr. Bawumia o say na me ye intro na me kan asem bi say asem mo NPP for say NDC o mu hia campaign message mo ana mo ye campaign na ma o mo enti do you think Dr. Bawumia will chance ana with more amo scandal every day bi amo de scandal for be
chance in there just me person minka me question now be a vital chance in there among your candidates in no we a bet show send a DBI can we have the men. Indeed, we do have the men. Among omuni na no se odi obia si hobia no guess what so obi obefa obetumi chance in there in spite of the akoso yes. Even me, I make cases say me 3 or 3 weeks about US crap. I into I know the clearly, but on say a common even as a Muslim pope, you see, it's a Bible time drew. Now a journey see how you see men cobom pie did the first.
Oh,
sir. Yes, a woman. You see, did the first. Nyaminim yentia yefuno a manipa a yet nyama bibre. Yefunu Emma Obia a comedino no ube won say afedi papa wa ya ma no sometime crap no onkai enyo no never to me fit because a comedino obi so a comedino no won say o kasuko asema ube won say on pesa obetie akola po a comedino ube won say usumano allow say school onko into a comedy there we all do understand and a common wo and so 89 yen na yetina henne ye hwe ni akọ ye hwe se mistakes a yen na mini woni obi aye no yen san yes a mistake bio enu ntina me a me wo ha enne no me si yen fa Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia enko with Mahmoud Bawumia qualities omo ya fa omo ye now chen nya no they qualify. We do have the men but one said they are additional any qualification nikeke and I said you also know you see and so we call heaven and I say who first to me call heaven out here say in the notion ya me pa channel say am pass ye per se yen sisa on mine no am pass yen per se be mistakes na ya biom no am pass economy and pass sa tokwa na ni no me pamocho enu tina se wo hwa enye se ye be fa first nia wo ye no wo be ye because wo ni mo china ena se wo hwa nia ye Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia aye no ena nia ni vision no enu tina me na fees kwe any diaspora in Kofobi or Mutia says we need to give this man a chance. I don't think I make us
but Nafis Tobo what can two things I'm taking? What can diaspora for? Because that mean say Alan Kennedy Japan or magic diaspora for na boss. But say diaspora for in our Dr. Bawumia said. But if I don't to chance, what do you say?
To me Kaninya, and no
okay.
Diaspora is diaspora, but send a wolf so name no. Yeah, was states ni bebre. One wa den enti obi a obetumi akasa omoni na sa kasa no nipa mo chop. Yen fan to but majority a me ma hu no eye Bawumia.
Okay.
I say obi a baby a media grow no obi a meeting sometimes we say we say yes we do have but we talking in terms of majority Bawumia and when it comes to diaspora there diaspora majority to check Emma Bawumia because nia in initiative no and mu na e boy o ha
Okay. Digitization, I know.
Yeah, because sometimes you can't digitalization because I says me kotokoko and I use my phone and I'm my momo. It's beyond that. Many una yenim say nia ye omo ye candidate ni na no ombia candidate obi say job for the youth. Obi so say agriculture. Obi so say just name it, but dia obi I can say sanya mani na from social from year 2021 from Kufuor time ni na no ya try bi mu we do from Nkrumah time industries wo hokrapo and ye mbie even you may check you pennyfo bi ni bia omo krapo no se bi omo ye omo business no sometimes no inkofa hin na obetumi wopetumi government pro adwuma hin na obetumi aba nti say ya ye falida falida onu ni ketua na obebie no nkofo a omo abo amanoni no so no wa be create infrastructure obia so the need be beba be count. Okay, let me give you a typical example. Typical example, COVID way by no 360 because omo infrastructure no we all switch to virtual meetings, virtual work, virtual bibia because imagine say ni waga be die and one say US no to me more biba and co virtual na ye no a classy for no e mu nya adwuma even Accra e bi mu call school virtual. And the rest in the na ya jam because ye drew ho it's bigger than you see digitalization me pamucho candidate ni na no na me ehia mo nya omo ayo omo fam de but the I see yen fama Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia me background IT consultant.
Oh, okay.
Me wo meeting has see no adwuma me wo Ghana no. When him say me to meet na ha, me I don't want to, but me person me mamo example kakra. Diaspora 4% bebre person omo coffee. Omo business no, it needs electricity, internet, internet and other infrastructure. They could be here and establish out there. But ye need be biasa, and na Accra pe enye Ghana.
Yeah.
Ye kasa na ye refi. And na so sha ye voto amobi no so koje buswa. But yeah, see, young family be a yabusia gino, a better form because just initiative kakra Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, and I could go on the list of them. Omonina NDC for back on Betiasu, MPP back on Betiasu, Nina.
Are you saying that Dr. Bawumia on Bobby Siani bin Kawana because of cancer same way 2016? But who said the amount Bosiani be account from Mahama 122 billion. Exactly. When the Ghana debt no could do almost 500 billion Ghana cedis. Obia or Bob Besiani manage your mind that is lazy thinking. This is Bawumia's words.
Yes.
You are about double Bosiana gum.
And nothing I'm penny for see. And Mary Dania, Wusu Ube Dani. And a second time all Casadino. Meaning Yanyami, Yanim say COVID beba. Meaning Yanim say I cannot be say just political talk. Even it's affecting all the naming country be affecting one way or the other. All things being equal, no. Guess what? Or no can yes or no. Or no to advise here, but guess what? Or no who say, Charlie, I think we are making kind of shame to so crap, but even though no, he's not in charge. But TBB, and yami they say waka sad, you know. Or can you know, and nothing or see. On tenacity, ni asem we bio embed to and yen or no and NPP, embed to Ghana 4. And nothing as all share ye port and harbor. Or digitalizing it's just shoot up to how many percent? 70, almost 70 something percent. Say, Sikano, baby affairs, not sika, and foul. At least, no, no, imagine, mammy catch one more, mammy one more. Electricity for pets say to me a close gap when it comes to illegal connection in Yamanyama with the digitalized mammy catch billions of dollars. Just recently, Omuko this way my friend is saying Omuko task force all the Shesika and
the question will be that Bawumia vice president 8 years with President Akufo-Addo. All these beautiful things here, why haven't you done it? And
Okay,
that's why having to be the voters. I don't know yet. I don't know who results. No, the digitization say, and I say, and they creative jobs. Why haven't you done it? 8 years is enough time.
And guess what? Me power chubby braid. On studio, o cameraman, only ho. Aye bia so studio but say aye bia se bibi too se sia na baby ukoye something equally important se sia wo hia few minutes obetumi abetena won konya nso aye adwuma wo yes sia no obetumi aye ana
I don't know. Yes,
exactly.
I think so.
Secondly, no so one say fact say me advice. Yes, opinion, because babe boami with Mimi policy or present or buy, or the manifesto buy. Yeah, buy, buy. It's there. Or no babe buano. Yes, it's just unfortunate. Say sometimes let me advise you or what to see and let me advise you, but me new studio but me the name dear ma but I want say nothing I see except you yeah school. Who want say near ever theory ever book mo. So uko jina ho now no dito enye adwuma.
Okay.
Inti wiase mu
are you saying say first na ba me aka say na theory na o ka kire
because approve ye
kaka who say practical na dey enye better you don't only be say o ka say na say Mahama say mo kan na true kai say ba me criticize Mahama ka kire say masa undi president da o undi vice crowder inti tinanchen now be dia it does it mean say Mahama say mo kan say dey Mahama beje no bo.
Me pastor say I can't say excuse me Mahama beye ni die wa beye yeah but want to me fa Mahama die no and compare with cra because who come in that angle Mahama wa di assemble mother wa Mahama wa di MP Mahama nini no mami back policy but we put on okay no me pacho enyo no anodi obua when it comes to digitalizing port and harbor and no asu your card unim I think say we just unfortunately say
about me abetu Ghana card o na about me na dey Ghana card buy
debi we betu Ghana card we betu Ghana card no would dey minim say mami car baby and me dey here mo fa chem in fact ho ana mo friend say
infanto ho yes
so kaya time electoral commission omu upgrade omu system sika assembly by identina sika kese we identina sika kese we okay these are some of the problem because more system na debian system no ye upgrading because the idea na I say makoto car no franchise be a fly but say no me infrastructure na me koto sa car na me dey ba driving pe e was street soon na me dey ben nam me to me fly. What you say? Inti yes, and nothing I see. Obia wa be dibida no wa ba government mu abai mu da no. Yemfa media me pesa mu ye say we mu say yen danasi because no musu a yen do baby I do. Ya do baby. But say no your mistake I yen say. Hwe baby akufo start free. Hwe say baby in as much baby akufo ye president so ebe so call say ye di more vision. Yet you be corner sana. We don't say you be true baby, but we have this tendency of Kwame Abaye Edu Aladio Park. Misumi buy no me pese Kwame baby credit in na inti misumi constati wa kutubadi. One sanyama no yen jai. The same nyao kano but Mahmoud Baumia awa ye nyama bia testy water no. Enya dia said you or see mumfa mami answer. Oh yeah. Even and if we should understand yet here to say no or take that initiative as to say no obiawu awuba ewo my friend is saying ewo hospital. Ni ID Ghana ID no be any social. Meaning when him say the only way you bet to me buy economy no to be able to account for yen na more Ghana for Nigeria for then guess what? We come to free SHS.
Okay.
Now no, I feel you met me. I can say Efia Ubano. They say Efia Usika Oyeno. Ma Ubano tia $5 because on to me call free biome. Then we revamping the thing.
Okay, in two patches or build this foundations near there. But my a question. What started here? How can be able to come? I'm bringing you to somewhere. What's here? Come the nipa. o catch and some funny bank school and I we crying or drink come first. I want to quote Quran. Say come dig for. So what should or more come do mono? Especially boys here they say more bet more the tax at two bet so my boys grab of then I'm the tax at two bet. So honey you see Ghana I me disagree baby because bet no here Mukrobio America Las Vegas is built on China. Intermediate taxi beer the better bet so me I support. Who needs to can bet it?
That's it.
Okay, bet that's why ready because the whole of Las Vegas, a state in Nevada, but almost in Las Vegas. Chacha almost to me to chacha 24/7. No more to chacha. And to me, so participate a tax better chacha so. Got any juma it's a hobby. And he had the two so another who we near any jubi the gang, but you see a committee na boy in baby studio money black or chacha no so. Also, what can come here? 8 years about me buy. Can Baumia boldly put his hands on his chest and say that me buy a common matiso? Can he say that?
So Rebecca said a common matiso. Me met me aka said since I Baumia buy. So Ubibeka said come young to me cassette common matiso, but so your NPP policies are on Mudiaba. What do you your social interventions are Yediaba? Baby, but mammy catch your here in for Mika initially. In call for the yes, a lot of social intervention, but me catch on for him and no money. In call for him and no more assessing. In call for him and no more be on money baby, and nothing I make catch you say still digitalization bet to me at chill, mammy catch you it's simple. Me walk California as here, but mammy catch you a commodity, Mrs. Sia. Me met me a phone so and I met me a internet.
This is the man, Honorable Kennedy Ohene Agyapong, MP for Asin Central. This man is a true son of our beloved country, Ghana. Now, patriotism starts when people in country step out to demonstrate their love for their country.
If we really want to move this country, I want people who dream. 3 things that we have to keep. We need dreamers, we need thinkers, and we need doers. These 3 things. Our brother.
Thank you. Thank you so much for coming. Patriotic citizens always ask, what can I do for my country? Instead of what can my country do for me?
Went to 37 military hospital and I said, I'm going to build ultra-modern cardiothoracic center for Ghana. I'm doing this for my country.
Honorable Kennedy Ohene Agyapong has a track record, a good record that tells his commitment and dedication to help Ghana become a truly independent nation, a nation that produces for itself and creates opportunities for its citizenry, a nation where the youth are educated and guided to be proactive and productive. Yes, one day Ghana will be a better place when you and I work hard and smart alongside visionary leaders like Honorable Kennedy Ohene Agyapong.
It's about time that we speak and criticize ourselves and make sure we change the destiny of the youth of this country. I live for you, so live for your brother too. That's the only way we can change the destiny of this country.
He has already started showing the way to be productive and dependent as a nation. Be patriotic, follow the vision. Honorable Kennedy Agyapong says this is the time, and the time is and smart alongside visionary leaders like Honorable Kennedy Ohene Agyapong.
It's about time that we speak and criticize ourselves and and make sure we change the destiny of the youth.
Omu flagship program. Nipa ucho bisa mi say why no betu mi aka say ono oba ye no we omu aye ye tiaso. Catch me. And the biana bibia ye tiaso no ye tiaso no. And no na ye because guess what? If ya and then me tough here. Me uba say u coffee u ko mu. Uba fie na u vision bia o dim say we ja konya besi ya. But mami catch you the key ni ma ope. I feel your koto komo to also be affected the way I the akonyale be see no into your life. You are seeing it here. Me excuse me. So sorry. Bibia wa bisa nyame ni nya wanya.
Ya bisa de nyame line na mo se mo no mo se ke.
Uyi nyame e wo bibia mu a.
Na fees.
Uyi nyame e wo bibia mu a. Why that?
Meti ase ba na fees mo ba mo anka se nyame ya e na mo be ye. Ba omi amma gaganto promises o be ye ba unim. Na fees so the final to Chana Musa say, what makes Baumia a unique candidate or the Ghana educata level or the Ghana edu your friends and France Mauritius level? Because now you and report just say African country are all kind of empire Mauritius, Botswana. What makes Baumia the person unique enough who will take us there? Because you have a solution. They are canning a campaign, they campaign, but what makes him unique? What makes him the one to solve Ghana's problems?
Let me tell you something. When it comes to policies, there are some policies as ocean man ni nantia mo bia ni policies mo nyina no because ohun say efie bia no yen si em free through. Yes, si fie a freeze. A
form foundation.
Foundation. O foundation no ene be che bibia wo de besisi no be se na be gina ati. Inti so hwa the first bibia diaspora for born some man no eye ni digitalization because one say ni obi e kan no ya ye bida. Adentina ye wo bibia ye wo still. Inti you realize you say the only way I able to me ye no in a way say ni policies now like digitalization policies they say the moment you roll into one umbrella meaning say social security to me and sika we then we revamping it apart from no guess what now no one say school free SHS they be idea sika share no you best sumi revenue from her after the share your Ghana and kasa revenue collection internal revenue. You cannot fix anything, even to me solve SAS and yes small because every year it's millions of dollars. Because look about Busia. Some of these things are to me genetiska. Or channel Busia until you realize yes, say, yeah, nipa bia beba Busiano ebe form. And say your farmers are nippano. And what are US? And a second, the best one say, Mamma will keep care example. Meeting a hano, me nkofo Ghana, omu akra, omu ye juma, mami remotely. I don't me will be musu self-built after check. I work classy. Omu university, nkofo university. Government pay end to me, yeah, into a creative room. More amanoni, more establishing. When you have the correct infrastructure, but we don't have it. Okay. Because let me tell you something. Typical example. 4 years ago, minya contract. National Grid. National Grid is one of the biggest providers electricity. And contract now minya me the laptops share 400,000 cars. 400,000. And I
track it near
say some of the meters, Muka say Ghana pen and go for temper with meters. Some of the meters now being tempered here. Uba say Nipa air fear no more 5-6 air condition, but I didn't read it.
Just America crank off for you, illegal connection.
America, America, because of wrong. You to meet you, baby, I will check a bit fat. He said, excuse me, I said where I start in person America, but because of this topic in my main fact, your minister now Sebio Nisika Asem na Yakomu Sika or Fieni Yamana. If we able to do Nia Baumia Yeno, baby how this shed biano, Uber account because a very reflective. Who need social? me contractor, there's no one who's going to ask me for accountability. Wow,
and you are saying sanitization and Mabaumia standing out of one more market because say Saudi and Canada Japan bet me sanitization bill. And also bet me
you see, Mami Kachel, Sabio, Obi Cosco, yes, you're a engineer. Obi Cosco, yes, you're a doctor. And nothing I did social ID title and what a canon. Digitization social baumia background, and I noted I say, Obi no ni that's in the policy. Or who say, Nyama be brave, atochima. Into or no etnasi, or who said, even though mean kita power no, but me pamucho, mushe this angular, ebe boya, and pasu, share post COVID. Some of the things, DMV, DMV, and Ghana, DMV, non a friend, right?
Ghana, DVLA,
Sanyamani na, one I didn't know, say yet digitization year, Mamin Kachel, Uko, now called Jessica. Sika ne tibe pile because to me account to every year because my catch on US in DNA is simple no because 2 million meaning state 4 mama Massachusetts be mama California be mama Worcester be guess what every year no sika me the mom no me to me at my office or see because I run a non-profit organization mama catch here to me mommy 500,000 say me from the low income homes are or cover the buy no or ni internet in just for laptops mami catch me and Kasano is so process as kind because buy no
monitor
me do social now me do address and no pen me here and guess what too who form now feel no pono so we go say Accra no you see government in El Masika or US or more be asika I feel mami catch unim say after COVID no even up to date, yes, starting chichichin for.
California minimum Nigeria for
but I feel no guess what? We form now feel a chimabia at all so no or more system who say red was when I feel they will come and ask you.
Okay, first I have this 30 minutes na so. Na mami musa so say no Baumia is not unique again because of your economics guru. Because in 2012 and 2016 more marketing Baumia no. The issue was Baumia they were being because of the economy mo. And I make us okobusa e misata question say o ma papa ni BPA. Or the papa no call early grave no. Questions like o de ko tata papa no ma papa ni dream ya na o de ko nka papa na bi ko na time so yin. So why is Dr. Baumia running away from economics issue to digitization? And they say digitization am Dr. Baumia is different.
Doctorate, right? Now he's doing doctorate in information technology. And I will be I say economy. I mean, I say meaning we say economy. Be fa ye buy sika ye be nina, and that's exactly the first I mean IMF asem doesn't mean say mean economy asem. But look at the man. It's part of the economy because Sikano on himself the problem I you could just scan it back. Obi ase minyabi we say Sikanasa we say guess what yes anya money biom my yes system no more say no me discover afia me metina to afia me free need staff ni na obi abeka me free obi apo me to me ahu be bia sikani na ko the parliament akasa omo approve ni amana sometimes you know omo request say nko form be chia mu krapo na de bia no atochima Intimami kacho Baumia policy no enye sebio NPP say digital no it's bigger than that. It's part of America economy no my kacho when ube to me Google phone so majority of almost success no is because they've been well established almost infrastructure no is well taken there for the nyaedi egu nso no na bie kwan because America omu ejuma no mami kacho local ejuma for small businesses and bie more.
Okay.
And omu
what Dr. Baumia is doing that is unique to him is to build the system now broche for no which is based on digital system. Said about the Yeah, economy ni ye kosi because system ni ye from a form one.
Yeah, baby, I want and still.
Okay.
Because Udi Sikama Kwame. He also me the air Jumano bar, no, see, get me receipt me the air Jumano. A better than now, we do a Jumana or so there. I don't say a commodium. In this kind of way.
Okay.
Muncha COVID. And your presidency card, I'm allocated scanning. I feel the other say, we move Chrome Weber say, yeah, we pen yes, a honor problem, no one, because the cannot yet be chenipa and sem instead of the best central system, obia, we see fire will, yeah, because one said, who was social? Miss minimum of social, the BS can
we can track everything.
You can track everything. Into what we understand, you better more, you can more, so you better other stuff. Secondly, no, your internal revenue, no. One said, ni collection, no, me catch your assembly. Last year, 3 minutes, time, but my tea for and who say, meeting for free US echo. That was the time, I also central municipal. And I mean, for echo said we wanted to digitalize our system now, to me revenue because we want to prove, say, at least they say, no, more used to say, I bet one, yeah, for 4. Just because of we don't mean person afraid in 4 no, omu baby I free, omu baby I, omu free buy because out of 4 no, me pena me daki wom. And now I brought for 4 no diomuna. Could you believe say nipa ko daki ana mu friends e kwabna ni ekita receipt. Only receipt, or printing only receipt. And now, what a Juma municipal assembly so read the receipt, you know. Unim, ye corner, ye koji, ye call rare fear, we want to see. Ye who say, yes, or who say, untia, or ye see,
property rate, Anna.
Property rate.
Property rate.
Who the cat 2,000. But on him, meaning say, we are CID. Uma me 1,000, member receipt of 2,000.
Sa no mo yetemanyina sa.
How long can we keep doing this thing?
Okay.
It is a moon, you can find another candidate. Not young, not young, cleaning, young, your best, the piano, we ever say. But technology, Bemaya, leapfroggy, trust me, because near summer and we could catch you earlier about national grade, you know, you know, mammy from the Tapano, I mean, and free. Guess what? Me, when I catch him, say, those task force, no, my create, you know, only your moody. You see, I let it back meter how they dispatch those people, and they are already sharing a live feed into your mobile corner. What be a dinner casapono but you say the social meters are your Ghana. Some of the meters in the crowd about a Ghana chain Usembo. And obviously another meter, but on say we are not doing because of any idea. It had to be uniform. It had me pamuchamu for politics and to change. Baomiano, party. I will say, hey, candidate in Obiaye. Alan, I catch him say, we do have the men. And these are the men. But at this point, we want more, something different. Because we cannot do the same thing. Okay. Now, if you are channel meaning say, oh, fire me. By mistake, you know, say we only the same mistake from 90 when now Kuma time and no have been because you have a candidate. Oh, bisa busia se event where they are genetiska. Bisa sanya mano, ube they are solve sa problems. When him say niente youth, you know, say youth, no niente omubwe fu politicians, you know, because feel say and believe me, majority of infrastructure they say US they say no. When you say US, Juma USD Brazilian, yes they say omu in Sanwa Juma, yet omu back gidi. And now in vice versa, omu say people working Juma remotely. Ghana, me won't conform with Juma.
It is just a Dr. Baumiaba or the remote jobs near one America ni be Ebeba Ghana. Now, boys near youth in Juma.
Middle Cassan, oh, baby, I meet me, California, me,
Juma or Ghana.
And I'm Ghana. And I guess what? Middle Cassan, so, Uti baby food for Unti, Mini Untiha. by your own. But guess what? And no is sana ye kano because in Crawford ha or Juma or person in Ghana, but we don't have the infrastructure because apparently to me, yeah, I said obisu and me bra on said me Miami dear, I said me bra no sunu and waka or chino on some chiom. Na ye ko, but then be a cast a pint. There's more to that than getting.
Okay. Hold on, mommy, because my person what background. No, when people have questions for you, I'll come back to you. But Raymond Amuzudi, I see catch a face on. He should stop that joke with digitization. No? So they are using Ghana. They are using the passport office at Accra. Before the people are still taking bribe, and I said the end of patch because near more can about digitization. Oko passport office ko say nko for na honje bribe ho. Ejesa akode no say good evening safe ya. Me measure live from UK. You know that old wicked people around and I don't know. Omo na embo man aban no enkoye. No no ntumi nja legacy no na nko nyankro to say bia Canada Japan no any other people na nke betimi abo no say Baumia is not the one doing the digital. Or workers or more digital no campaign keke enoye on the comment no Raphael Nketiano say any Ghanaian want betterment than supporting Dr. Baumia. Okay, I don't understand what exactly you are talking about. Safiano Ibrahim no say stop the lies that you are doing there, but I don't know what you are also referring to. Make it reference the program no and Sema Dr. Baumia say they have the men, but he's the best. That is the message. They have the men or baby person, but he's the best. Until Hafiz, you'll be in the background. There'll be a question. I'll come back to you. But Padmo, for Japan. Padmo, good evening.
Good evening, Efia.
Padmo, Minister representing Canada, Japan said, Hafiz, I can say you have the men, and you better heard you bet me a facing Mahama because Mahama they were and all time or sidelines no. On where we are in a park no or warming up. Modi afe na moba. Canada, Japan. What makes him different? Because now me catch a Hafiz say on NPP they be a scandal ba adichie bia week bia you have the men oh but most was scandal adichie bia scandal ba into how can Canada Japan stand out to say ona ban nie opompo Canada Japan na ban nie ne business ni ade awaye nyina na ban nie me minim Canada Japan from 2001 there's no way Canada Japan betimi aka say wo Canada Japan without MPP. A woman said, "No, when you see cancer, no, but not by any. Into one, at the chair be a more scandal. How can Canada Japan brace this scandalous? Abaya, Monsen baby.
Medasi, if you are mentioned with chief for no more almost my mention seem free. There's an admission I was saying, I admit, what will be so. Ghana, your number one problem at EFC, unemployment. Yeah, that issue. Your issue of environmental mess galamsey near my air course it is established. The economy faces challenges, there is no doubt. We all know it and we have agreed to it. Your issue of corruption and namase kakra air course obi can passport officer MCCA and the foreign affairs minister passport office for him ya digitalize process no kwa no ko for that use goro boys omuni be inside year adwuma ye was sane men established the issue of your depreciation inflation yema enya ewo now where we are at the base now. Naminia can be about the indiscipline assembly for Kwabi Kwajiska, Oma Womo receipt or Modia, our system established. Remember quotation be before I start from the scripture, because when I work in the Japan or Jinamidi, ye didn't China, so Jinamidi, Tia Shebia, yam fire yamis and Tundiagro. Emra Moses Ewuyen, a radical Joshua and Chenkacher and say, say ya makua Moses Efrimono, wo Joshua sorry, one penny funyinara. Now, so we share Joshua chapter 1 from verse 6, 7, 8, 9, 4 verses. Out of these 4 verses, emu 3. Nyankopon can sembi share Joshua. no na mpese migyina so kasa. Verse 6, ɔse be strong and courageous. Ɔse sɛ Moses ewu, wo na wobɛdi ɛdɔm n'anim. Be strong and courageous. Okɔ verse 7, ɔse be strong and very courageous. Wa qualify courageous, very courageous. Okɔ verse 9, ɔse have I not commanded you, Joshua, to be strong and courageous? When a leader leaves the scene, the next phase, you will need a bold and courageous leader to continue the journey. If you are a candidate standing in our officers, the description and yame edema leadership continuation, why an officer will qualify with the statement be strong and courageous. So we reckon the Agyapong free man. Why an officer or qualify say na Kufuado is leaving the scene. So take the mantle and lead Ghanaians to where I want them to be. Kennedy Agyapong perfectly fits this qualification or criteria. So you see corruption and with all these 10 people, why na obeya oman penny wo Ghana what corruption wo ministry officer obeso ekrefi wakonya so ansa na withdraw. Why na officer obeya oman penny wo ha sabi ensemhunu ene nsemfo a ebimu edi wo galamsey esayenzu se sisa ni pana be president enne ye nyina betudi ensesi ebo say this nonsense will stop in Ghana. Why na officer say ye the Ghana nsa the issue of corruption, unemployment, unemployment, obetimi asolve unemployment because of what demonstrated experience and demonstrated testimonial what obiade nenu say papa we yemfa Ghana mine resources and share in sakra no on one small way on one own resources wetimia create employment for thousands of people. And you see your minor resources in our sharing, he will have the opportunity to create more employment for Ghanaians. When there was a record amongst the 10. And Yama Mabosi, who signed Honorable Kennedy Agyapong Freeman. If you hear where we are now in Ghana, you hear a leader, medical or you're bold and courageous. You hear a leader, and in the modern terms, the political scientists will say, or yet a political entrepreneur, a politician who is also business minded, a politician who believes in the creation of jobs and employment, who believes in industrialization, who believes in making sure the citizens or the youth of the nation, building. We can Agyapong film in Mamima on Fatu Humbako. President Kufuor and started national identification card. Yen in Dr. Bawumia the national identification card by President Kufuor and started NDC by almost be but went to me and to produce card and a boy. Momo and Dr. Bawumia the
Hello, Padmo. Hello, Padmo.
Yes, if you are metonga.
I feel what's in Momo?
And Dr. Bawumia the Momo by NPP by Sana Momo, your baby. Yeah, Momo dada. Right? But we all admit, and so said Dr. Bawumia by some of our processes, digitalizing our process, some processes, yes, what champion be. Honorable Kennedy Agyapong say, Yemo Yensema Dr. Bawumia, because why are there processes be adenka a what human face a woman a bit me a beauty corruption or digitalize be. A bit so why a digitalizing the crime still corruption a cost. But or say you digitalize your processes now, that is good. Say woko California, say woko Silicon Valley. What is synonymous with Silicon Valley? You are talking about technological hub. You are talking about the home of innovation. Or since I call Bangalore in India, your body wouldn't say IT gurus in your men a honewo. Innovation in your men question a honewo. So you see a digitalize. Yeah, what can we say about Ghana? Ebia nya crowd, ebia de beko pram, ebia ye de beko kufoidia, but ye kufoidia in terms of technology, a day and a beba so. Yet, yeah, and I think all nations university, yes, so we a satellite to be ye timi at the course. If you want some could say, me no can say. Such a
I don't know what happens
milestone.
on my contract or to do a bigger year.
Such a huge milestone, we could not push it up. So, Honorable Japan, someone cannot. He is not saying anything totally, or we can say rocket science. How do we harness it? A quite benny a befaswa, Omo was said in the end, ye be so mumu aboa. Menoka says, okay, and UST. Research papers are actually go, project dissertations are actually go. Adane Woma and the book go.
I know, right?
Because you need those with the technical knowledge. You need more handiwork now. Turn book nyansano into the practical work. And Honorable Japan is saying these are the things I am coming to champion. Obiatimi actually teases sanya ebia yebetimi aye car. All the things maybe Elon Musk is doing with Tesla, yebetimi aye, but obekone be a book muneda university engineering department. Then Japan say, or no design in the energy thesis ni we no. I be see a Swami magazine ne anabo so kinda. Ye benya artisans a wobetimi afa sa book no na sa nimdeɛ no o ma turn no into a product ye wo. So ye near
yeah, but pardon, anything I am not busa question is say Honorable Kennedy Japan has been part of this government. In fact, on Tessa Dr. Baumia, he was part of President Kufuor 1, President Kufuor 2, he was in parliament. NDC time, he was in parliament. Nanado 1, Nanado 2, he's in parliament. So why hasn't he been able to do all in same year? Okay, not by power, we can 8 years, 16 years in I don't know.
Yeah, I love this question. So I'm saying what here? There is a video going around about an interview David Ampofo had with Honorable Kennedy Japan. That was back in 2000.
Because I interviewed live.
Exactly. As at that time, go and listen to Ensema Honorable Kennedy Japan can send Kaban Yitimi Faye. Yakwa BC 2023. Those statements he made in 2007 are still relevant today. So sometimes only mainstream, where you are possibly part of cabinet, where you are a minister, where you are having resources to control her, people just see say or suggestion or paniefa. Because if you are a minister no no yedena kwatron no so pese o prove ne ho so no so bibia or be John one legacy. It will can. He's not willing to take your own. That is why I am in total agreement with my brother. Say, Yenina se Ghana, you bet me a focus near what says will be ban no she be biase. So be idea no the bar. And not because the assistant government into young country a good idea, Yenina yen twice or send a bay a bois or mine. Sign a crew be a developer be a chichery. It Honorable Kennedy Japan has been very vocal on fancy. Nimdebia will be our can be seen or that so can. So what can I 2 minutes in 1 year? Yeah, the Obeyan say, and the Obe pre 2 minutes now. Why a day? Why? That is why at this time.
Unia Hafiz on behalf of Dr. Baumiano. And you so women say perhaps say Baumian so can yenti. Until on also pray to me and say like Kennedy Japan, he will do it himself.
You are comparing two different apples. Oh, compare Alugun to Gui with Abrofu DNB. Don't need an apple.
Okay.
Right? The difference is that now Dr. Baumia is the second in command of the country.
Okay.
And President Kufuor Etukwaya Dr. Baumia is our acting president. Nyame pengu nyame fasama se enne die ya me no ka say nyame to ne nsa frɛ President Kufuor automatically Dr. Baumia becomes the president. He sits in cabinet. He sits in executive meetings, executive engagement. So Dr. Baumia has every power to influence his number one with his ideas. So for me, it will be difficult, and for Ghanaians to say, oh, Ebia Dr. Bawumia can President Akufo-Addo fa. It will be shocking to a Ghana. And then the NPP, and you better ako kasa asumi ache Ghana for. Say no vice no kasa na number one enti de no ka. No, but number one can't share Ghana for nyina say in Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia he trusts as an economic wizard about changing Ghana economic fortune. President Akufo-Addo has assured Ghanaians that he has 100% faith and trust in Dr. Bawumia. So I'll be surprised. Obi Beka say be Dr. Bawumia ko kan sema Dr. Akufo-Addo enti. No, that story for me I will not buy. He is very influential. If he wants things done in government as a vice president, he can push things to be done. Then in the answer, you can say digitalization. Yet to your man say, oh no, it's a dear no person, yeah, BBC won't mean.
Okay.
Right. I'm
getting your point. It's not just a digitization, yeah. Not just a one pass, who to for say, and yes, yeah. What is the yeah.
So what you say? So what the bad na you good, yeah. The president be no on success. Me share me juma na opinion because him say when your opportunity be director wo juma. But anytime you are hiring a position just below you, hire somebody who is higher than you. Just think that you are hiring for the next level above you, so that that person fits in. So that baby, I will like that person will come and compliment. No, be shame kenama. And it is exactly what Akufo-Addo did when who a weakness. And also Dr. Bawumia na me pen say, me feel it sa weakness no emami. It is how I say Dr. Bawumia can Akufo-Addo fa. Then is it an admission say Akufo-Addo is still pursuing the weakness? I will himself or was somebody who has the power and strength to help him succeed. No, it's not that argument. Excuse me, we can place it on the shelf. Okay. Currently, as a vice president, he has every power and strength to influence decisions in government. When him said Dr. Bawumia say even taxing Momo wasn't the right way, the best thing to do. Right? And then the finance minister came say Ebeji e-levy. When the finance minister mentioned say Ebeji e-levy, if you are Ghana, did we hear the vice president speak? At the time, finance minister Beka says still Ebeji e-levy. It feels as a vice president but Beka say with all the experience in the BB on the GD say ye GMwa ebia kianje. But Ghana for obi antenna.
But one so can say or one catch them say more money.
And it was an interview, but
okay, and all claiming, sir. Okay, but they didn't provide any evidence to support. Sir, and pam say, what can some more money? Momo no moje.
Tamo can't say no. So Tamo can't say no. Now you fight e-levy, but no, passe. And you can't say before the law came. But when the law came, for me, I was expecting the vice president to still insist. Magana Fung who said he is still standing by his words before the introduction of it. Okay. It would have caused a difference.
Okay. Until said Dr. Bawumia made me evidence about these are maybe cabinet minutes. He should stop making those claims. Say, okay, no he should stop.
Yes, that's there. And I've not heard him personally saying, "Oh, baby, say okay, baby, Nemo di na chini bi e campaign ni bi and I want to say because na so kana say o man penyi amfa ono wontimi nyehwe because of a vice president. Okay. But I mean that is not it. Ghana for trustee NPP, they gave us a mandate to deliver. That is where my concern is. Okay. That is where my issue is.
As a buying general, not just Canadian, but as NPP are buying general to some extent, more fairly Ghana for because of level of GDA, any ratio more de mammo, eto abama no more fairly kakra.
If you use a qualifier, say level of GDA, any ratio more, that I can agree with you because the expectation from Ghanaians was huge. It is Akwana will progress, I will make it in incremental progress, Ghana
They
do
wouldn't
not
say
have
it.
that
Yeah.
process, patience to say it. It is a option on the expectation line, because based on the 70 kind and your manifesto, no more expectation by 1 year, no Ghana and Dubai. But I know interest we are not making the effort to get there. It pay qualifier now the count there. Yes, I can say Ghana for fees. Sani no expect no. Ebia more fabi munya nuru. It's maybe I don't know the best, but I can tell you we've made.
But pardon,
huge
I didn't know.
progress.
Meaning, say Canada, Japan, making all chances, baby, to that effect. Until I may boost that question because I know his position on that. But I didn't think as a buying. And I know Canada, Japan probably don't have any influence on a President Kufuor Sobea. Ashasi no mama bontin me can check Ghana for say massa. Yet your expectation was high because of maybe a young Kasan someone you can't any enru. And your hobby, ya say we may have disappointed you. Into mo fan chair acknowledge, apologize, and say that. Say the wakano and we see we are Minister of Information can say me where we need wakan. So why is you more and more government that boast of you have the men? And yes, I know, say you have some, you have the men. I didn't want to me openly make his admission. Go him. We will be at the area. Bibi anye money pana kuma ana abufoni nchase otimaye obonifache me. As a member name my and talk why you queen. Wow, the Canada Japan the example no one can hear no masem say otumi ko ba no ebi wa kra na yere kron kan che no antisa bet no wa won be do be 3 years or say my bonifache me. Case closed me boa. Because the way I nipa ne be can no. Case closed. Some catch us me Canada Japan the minimum that from 2001 you know. Minimum issues in but one say what can I then more as a government mun to me ba bontinka say we messed up. The level of GD and we have failed you to this extent. But we are making progress. And if you will allow us, why don't you make that admission?
If the choice of messed up will be too harsh to use. But in your introduction, you made a statement and you were calling for where is the information minister? Where is the communication director at the presidency? It has been a communication gap, a communication kind of error. We need to fill in that part. Why do you call back to President Kufuor when he says President Rawlings are buying anyway? President Kufuor be dia kunyana no beka che Ghana for say mesremo na me ti bench no send na me hu nie ma no me buy no enye sa na tie nti mesremo mo ma me mre kakra na me fa ncheche o man no Ghana 40 President Kufuor ase ampa so mu ya botre ma no kama ye hu difference no. Possibly the expectation would have been even if the times of COVID by and you are facing challenges we could have been fair enough to come and say yes, some of these things are here, and we will still need a little patience. The president himself, in one of the fellow Ghanaian addresses, did mentions and acknowledge, say, baby, I do. But also as a president, Kasabaku say we need people who will sing it for Ghanaians to hear and say, Abino, I acknowledge the challenges, or saying, you have patience that we will get there. And that we did not see. And until now, man, look, say, munya challenger, mama yanti, mama challenges, you know, the patience to get there. And you know, it has been a communication issue. And more so, it becomes important when you have people in government who communicate for government, who never sees anything wrong with government. I am an NPP member, strong NPP member. I speak for NPP. Sometimes I defend government. I speak for government. I am a NPP communicator. But if there is something wrong and we have to speak to it, I speak to it. You won't get me glorifying everything. If it has to be condemned, we apologize and we move forward. You don't lose anything when you say, I am sorry, I committed an error, and let's move on. That has been the posture some of my friends in the communication space within the party at Tekia. We are sometimes infuriating Ghanaians. I'm a Ghana for bufu. Because I didn't know himself, I didn't know. But for so twist now because you have to defend the government in Tinway. Oh yes, sir. Oh my party no cry honey abai no. Ghana for he. To me, I am a believer, sir. Where we face challenges, let us be open as leaders. Let us admit if you are being vulnerable is a strength. It has never been a weakness.
Yeah.
It is a huge strength that I admit my vulnerability. Mom to overcome it. I have learned from the weaknesses. I have now had experience, knowledge, and I'm growing. It is not a weakness, it is rather a strength. It must say Ghana for baby in share into your posturing in explaining some of these things, you know, and a bit more accept yen and I say omububefuye. You're very careful in how we communicate on some of those.
Okay. Pardon me, person go for bana omode omubusa more questions near there, but let me take Mumi and Mumu views on corruption. Hafiz, go ahead because Hafiz, before that, Maminya announcement we say Yera Alanche Mantina rep honorable slide tete. I was saying call about Wama. Nti mo ans ebusa questions I had na one file Alanche Mantini Pama Wama. Osha flyer no so there are 3 people. Slide tete, he didn't show up. Nti enye campaign tia no we dey ono a we dey to ana pen na homa san kon and na Hafiz ne pad mo so dey wa nim they will use the time very very well. And you be
the hope he said bibi na chini
well Musame one question be made and that question is why Honorable Kennedy Agyapong stands out and why he
yes. Oh, I think the first question why what makes him unique. Yes.
Okay. You see, in choosing a leader, you are looking for a leader. Why you be assume amo minor? Why you be ama party no? Why you be ama party for any individuals? If you are with about 23 years in Parliament, one of the longest serving parliamentarians, Honorable Kennedy Agyapong serving in all major committees in Parliament, now has the experience one needs to move to the next level. There to be pe ubia or done mind. So what don't mind when your mind bonnet. Send your kind of Japan, you may you know Ghana hayao. Ubia to second Japan where you may go a butcher or course or already scammer. Ubia running Numa wo krumha. So all your money shed and selfish or bell running and economy a beman the Jumegu. Obia was setting up factories, industries. Officer on here electricity to power those industries. On here ensure to run those factories. On here agricultural product to feed those factories. Officer the factory no be manegu because one promote agriculture on one factory now was setting up it will be a failure to him. It will be making sure say he set up a good economy such that on one and some businesses can also grow or thrive. We are no free man. Ye will be a minor than a so much say on one cassette to me every nip pemutini sika if you for somebody to dole out.
Hello, Padmo. Well, Frank said, okay, you
for somebody to dole out $6 million to put up a thoracic center with a kidney dialysis option be $6 million if you are personal. Yenim say yenu kwame despite mu ye bi almost see children what and near be police or stations near be
na Padmo nya say bi aka na pe president edinti na oyes ano senya nka president ya or pe dia or campaign would he have constructed the cardio center because me ne Kennedy Agyapong titem na manti so ka cardio center bi ada if you so too free 12 come to 12
if you are trained
president no can go besi
if you have my kind of show in May, that was May last year, May 2022, na Kennedy Agyapong officially announced to be contested for president. That time, no announce it. It has nothing to do with the presidential ambition. Kennedy Agyapong ekofa yenia mana no maka Lebanon abano. That time no ambitions will be the president. Emra COVID by ya 1 million ecos 5 PPs in Yamabano. Now on your will be the president. Emra all provided for Kolebu and Confanoche Omo machines are say one secondary school generator, Tamale teaching hospital, omo generator. Not on ye not just will be the president. So I've told you, say the man is a political entrepreneur. Plus the philanthropic part. Yeah, now because Ghana ha obian in the generosity and then the philanthropic worker or yeah at the boy man. It's a niema or yet data and yes will be the president in tea and or person yes it is of be or done my or dot or minor. Now o promote discipline, patriotism, now o promote no credit. Say me my opposition say if you are so if you microphone a cheap. Beye okasamafo ema Ghana mine. Kasama Ghana mine. Na Ghana fonte ne pa ye mo man na. Ah wo hwe nanim se papa wait se bi. Mako ka kire obi se ansa na meba ne ministry abeka sa man meji ni ska. Na wie ye in my career no. Such is a leader ye hia se obema sa discipline no abaye mu ni aso man.
Okay. Me person me busa mumi enu take on corruption there because Baumia at one point kaso bema ya corruption criminal offense and ye tiga no me NPP for Mahama by mobile and I make us every week be a scandal for but before that Padmo mami busa this question about say also a political entrepreneur no Kennedy Agyapong so people also know say throughout 18 years NPP for abetina kunya so no. He's one of people say he's one of the beneficiaries of Aban because because oye financier of Aban intino fasudie bi wo mu to onye bi contractor kese wo mu so oje any identity say one the contractor kese no wanya ho faso na the BT hospital say we nkan ye fa nye ye fa brass band insi so onye fans me boa
Me the
so how do you explain to people like that when they say that Kennedy Agyapong is a #1 beneficiary of Aban and some corruption is to tell remember also after that
Kennedy Agyapong be na no can say enye president John Agyapong for his excellency okay bia baby away ko ni ho baby ogina bia obo president for abaso after say or spendi sika e wo NPP ema sika bi kwa ekoje de bo a edubu ahen campaign a ebeye eka ebeda wo no ebegina mutua saa ka ni nyina president Kufuor by na president Kufuor e share say munyam say minister bi abekọ ne ho bia no ka chen say me John Agyapong Kufuor and masoma say wo hia bibia omwa and he says the then health minister no was the first person who man the contract na if you are there they will say when the MPP say obetim dey say sinebo say Kennedy Agyapong efa keta so and win any contract for the life mo Ghana
okay
na say me say minister bi ka say a car cocoa board on Kwade Kennedy Agyapong, 500 million Ghana cedis, was a chairman. If ya Kennedy Agyapong, ya Mishano. So be better with the on one sikabe ye Jumama buying. Now buying better the car 500 million Ghana cedis. Now still or that's so sumo minor a year Jumama buying. Any part of the bet me do more personal sika a year Jumama buying at now I'm gonna go do $500 million a buying TI. And so still or do minor or sumo minor assume sa abino. Ministers say and I benefited the Kennedy Agyapong benefit I ubianti omunka. Any part of do say and then yesika wo aben muti say the Kennedy Agyapong and yesika they are to fear no more need. It is or no say or no benefit. That's what Sakwa the Shep party ni party ma. Say the one quite say the party ni shenisa. Menoka say fear. Opa Fred, national chairman of NPP. Opa Fred, the general secretary of NPP. Nebusan say, Honorable Kennedy Agyapong decided to say or contest for president. Only first come my party and said, no way, and the party is to say. Opa Busa NPP leader BIS say, Honorable Kennedy Agyapong contribution and my party no directly because of a so deep party in the campaign. Party is to say. Currently, we have the worst financial state within our party.
MPP as a party, no municipal.
As a party, not government, party. Because Kennedy Agyapong has been the bankroller of the party. You see, that is why I'm saying.
Now, before Kennedy Agyapong, hack my money, I didn't just music and coin.
That is the question. I say, what's your business? I say, Omo benefit here, Omusicano, and when
that is why you saying Kennedy Agyapong kwana share MPP basically.
Exactly.
The question here, me answer here, media.
He has been the bankroller until
he has been a bankroller, not
okay,
article.
bank
There is
roller.
a definite article. He has been a bankroller of the party. But if you share the contributions Kennedy Agyapong has made to the party, the cars he has bought for the party, even MPP for just last year, a year or more constituency election, Kennedy Agyapong gave the party every constituency 10,000 Ghana cedis, 275 constituencies.
Now, that also not because of Asema Mbusa earlier and say contract here wa Bemu Kennedy Agyapong enya ne kese ana
Debbie, I will bet to differ.
No, I'm just asking, Keke. I'm just asking.
All the ministries, na yamhwe MPP for omu enya contract aye, yamhwe de omu de bo party. Yamhwe de omu de bo party. And these are evidence a bit me easily to get. So, call energy ministry, call agric ministry, call baby MPP for him, and na omu enya contract wa ban we mu aye. No munya wie no e den no muya ma party no. Okay. Kennedy Agyapong or can send be bia say or no de obepe say ye party no be wo aban mu dan say be wo opposition because what ban and e wo so a eno nkwa ya hoho ho akese afia se we eno frima se wanya party for mu ya willing say party ndo makoma so na through omodon party the ba mu ti no mu ayeye nti omuso be yisika aboa party na unya those selfish greedy people obenye sika ni no dey akotra ne fie na party ni bre na ka bias ni say na ye tamale 2013 congress say John Trevor say party ni niska Kennedy Agyapong enko na yisika etu amede ko yes congress no now mo aye ministers a benefit of party ni no mo he. Why did they not contribute to Sir John say on this can call congress no? That Kennedy Agyapong the 40 year. On the issue of corruption, so no can so pa me fe no to aso.
Okay. Try me person corruption me fa mu mi enu nya Hafiz. You wanted to say something about this. Na ba o mi when time a party for ni pesca no.
No, I don't know na me catch me brother and say. If enye obi na loud. Sometimes you know yam fa no kware Kennedy aye ni fam there. But I'm passing say na can whom much is given. Oh, and no young fat and no soon check and change. But guess what? Inco for a year, Jumao. Inco for even the youth, grassroots, where be more Hosebi or Munya, or still a Munya contract. But a moon yet party when Juma. Oh, indeed, sometimes you know, say, ye be more a benefit. One more, they know. Now, you be kind of say, trust me. Yeah, I know something I don't want to go deeper in because I can tell you, me, Brad, I bet you said enough. As much as maybe our alternative, sometimes Niama be our poor yen, need one to Muska, Iowa ban. In for in their small ways, into to me, see, on more Sebio grassroots on Yashi, at least scrap on or support it, and then now a by
it's in Kennedy Agyapong kwana wa boa. That's your point.
Oh no, but be break kasenti in call for a boa still on so boa in call for a boa party no ni enye ni pa ba ko de. Ye ni na ye de. Inti sometimes you say na ya kasa say no. I don't I wanted to niama bi wo ho a internal party way na sometimes me pese me kan wa say but I didn't hear simple. Kennedy dada nkofo ye ansa na Kennedy ba sa aso na nkofo da ho nti I don't want it to go there tangent but ni America me person me kan liam say nkofo ka say me kan say Dr. Mahmoud Baumia dictatizer me ka say the policy say ni o dia sini so because guess what dictatization even dictatization in the economy is very paramount in governance for the following reasons. I mean, catch you. I see corruption. Say, I can't corruption is here. You can agree. But in no, without this thing, you bet corruption in the Sebio Tafra, you need Paterson. What I know. But when we're talking about increased efficiency, it's digitalization. Improve transparency, digitalization. Because the emblem in Kofor Yesika, and improve transparency, better data management. IMF sometimes in Kofor the Nyama question paper. The data, we don't have that much of data. Ebema send na as I say a system, no, because municipal sometimes, incofatia more property tax no. So sometimes every paper young. Into some these are some of it, and it's huge. Yeah, can Ghana, yeah, one constituency. And then if you come further, increasing economic growth, digitization.
Okay.
Improving access to service.
But have you you know why the digitization is an issue? I broach for the ones on what did your mommy? It is all kind of digitization. It sits very well with them. But once I won't start with intro, no can say be about say a comedy or beer, must all can dang. Nipanente because yana nanumbu baby say and fire as a pint and shine bayon. If you come to what you'll be back can be our can answer some crap. Ubuni say yeah, but why is Dr. Bawumia not tackling the bread and butter issue? And now, as a government, why have you people not tackled the bread and butter issues over the 8 years? Now more pen who call digitization.
No.
I know back to
earlier on, I said we have done a lot, even more than NDC when it comes to social intervention. But we could not even speak on that. Send me brother earlier on communication because and your beer and say young Nyama NPP me catch your you bet me list it. But your beer name and so over down access. Unim so away da alcohol. Inti nina account say and now your high me can say you expect declaration but and no name yenina yet to me who say Charlie yen koha and na yen koha. One more dino, but say your name to your Debia said TV suit na announcement. Obia busy, but mumma yenya aputre, unya abutrea, ubetie nyama bi ase. They say baby aye kono. All I'm saying is that we don't have to be doing the same thing and expect, a different result.
Okay. I want people to join and share their views on the matter. And made the link not one. You can call in and the video no be call it. Now if you watch your views, say anything you want because yensa can say slide 30 honorable slide 30 or call we took kwan okoye mama yera lanche matiti na went to me amba no ti o see em fan chen say we took kwan koye adwuma bia ma Dr. Bawumia very unfortunate but say next time obeba because on one him so agree so obeba nti bibi na last minute according to be and na ebebo I'm sending you the link right now. Any question you want to ask because you see why who as a Ghanaian whether you NDC no because you NDC ni na one to am NPP kra na na do we one to am no kwa so odi so or see to a levy usumpo ubeti a levy no because so send momo no pa aban bete on fan say one to am into obeka to we the NDC into ento e beto. It's why the reason why we NDC Nikwa, you should be interested in what is going on in NPP. They say the quality of the leader they will select is a potential president for 2025. The same one on your NPP near NDC for to aba. You must be interested because the quality of the person they will elect will be a potential president in 2025. And it's one yini papa yesukra 4 years yanini pa kone betina. Send anybody no class be osebi aburu aboda no oba no oba woro no ho a ye president no yesu Nigeria photo abama atinibu atinibu nam na IV intravenous infusion shanata adem si yesu kra omo ohyem omo ye ne den kra ohyem Niger for asem ya atinibu ndwen no ho okoka Niger for die so ohyem you can't help it once the person comes just any oyeku na nya bete o wo de oni ma ko read Ghana history na read the other West African countries history na hwe ku no cry baby and any part here, wu ya diamond. So just so ba omu to me we yet can fan no go and read the history of coup. Any soldiers anka busa adabuga wo de men ko akire adabuga uhuna send the email come adabuga say coup no mo bo Rollins mo here na then adabuga ba Ghana say obeji gold or Rollins o I saw him a national reconciliation o say obeji ni gold because those days ye mo boys company ni aso mo ko AGC yes mo cover gold bars when hu ba akokra. You don't who they won't trust politicians who are Democrats in Fanisa. Now, coup for the Omoba, no best the qua. Oboa, and ya de cosi baby and Tiambra corruption. I'm sending you the link. Niambra corruption. Padmo, what will Canada Japan do in fighting corruption? Because that's one of the major things. Shrad report it say you lose about $3 million to corruption every year. Every year. Not even one factory near this year, corruption. And then you want report to be about Ghana more corruption. And yes, I'm to institutions say passport office, yeah, okay. Yeah, politicians you. Now Ghana need from top to bottom, no. I didn't go for who say from one for a ginty. I'm more a strong for a ginty. Or more saying in answer. What will Canada Japan do to fight corruption? Considering more by 8 years, and said that won't be in corruption. No.
But I say, if you, Mama cited first the way you me issue, and my former president, Miss Etiasi.
Site because more Canada Japan station. My FM, leading and your mom would try. A first, what you may, Gaganto, what you may, me kind of no palm.
This is the man who stood against all odds, my position, to fight this Woyome issue. Where you may dear, a bind it me at the court, G, scanning in your money. Emra NPP, yes, sir, your national ID cards. That time now Nabu Kennedy Japan, Communications Committee Chairman of Parliament. Now bid no air coso National Identification Authority. It decided to move Penkofa be printed national ID cards at my Honorable Kennedy Japan, Emma Ghana for United say.
Hello, Padmo.
Or there was an Indian company. Meton Kavia. There was an Indian company. Oma printed ID cards India. India population over 1 billion. But no more printed ID cards, and they were willing to come and do it for Ghana. And also they were willing to charge 50 million Ghana cedis. 50 million Ghana cedis to come and work and issue biometric ID cards for Ghanaians.
Hello, Padmo. Whilst Padmo Bana, Atamo, I see your message and I'll read your message very soon. I'll say, Sister Fia, Sam George should use the same energy to fight corruption the same way he's fighting LGBT for. You have a point. At the intimate link you can join and share your views. Okay, say Honorable Kennedy Japan no de anas ebo from that is an indication. But is that fighting corruption though? Ejesa akode so here link ejesa akode ma pene link no a share asie ho nti pacho fa link no braso. Admo pacho to aso.
If you are now Honorable Kennedy Japan say National Identification Authority signed a deal. They were going to spend about $1 billion for the same project.
Hello,
1 billion. 1 billion for the same project. The whole Ghana said no, this can't be because another company is willing to do it at a cheaper cost. Ghana Sika. This is the man who wants to protect the country Ghana and its resources. It is idea.
Well, Padmo, episode link na egusua internet. I don't know why I had to take call, but my penny comment on my bet me I share with you. So Richard Emisa, I also pay link no Richard my penny link no OKFM, sound or highlight radio. And where your partner radio stations in, I just go there, click on it, and Obeba studio no complete. Now, we will our question. No, Padmo, your point in a fees in Birmingham about me also. The why about corruption.
Yeah, anti-Kennedy Japan's personality and his fight for corruption, Ghana will be him. So, or so. And the name Kennedy Japan itself, wouldn't Kennedy Japan's on any deal. Can you? We a minister said, Yajuma Ghana will say, Uko Kati deal. That's what I'm saying. Say, being bold and courageous, but to take the needed decision. Number 2, Kennedy Japan say, corruption has to be. So those who are found guilty, needs to be prosecuted. People need to be punished to serve as deterrent. If when we name and shame, people will stay away from corruption. Naming and shaming, punishing and prosecuting people for acts of corruption serves as deterrent. But sometimes, and then the man na kwaya kasa na di akeka fa so na yeko. And they will be to me first ka ubusan say on check kwaya ofa so yes ka ontimi nkyere na yeko. Many to US. There's no way that we are a secretary in the US government or we are BB. Now you build a gift of even a watch.
Hello, Padmo.
Because of a watch, in the processing at war. Because of watch, there's all jail watch gift.
Yeah, Kwame Kilpatrick, Sani a friend. Or jail. On the or this can be cracked at their man, they to go jail.
Exactly. It's yet to me, Metina Promo and for a Massiska. Now, but I'm so weird, then I want to meet you near for Musa, no more for Mwedi, no more for trans, no more for enjoy. Canada Japan says these things will not be tolerated in Ghana. And what's it changing it? Is subine. Discipline must work, and discipline will fight corruption.
Okay. Yo. Padmo, mami na say no odi no me person for joining and almost social movies and for be braba na kwame oche about world boss about George New kind came home from London. Richard Emis, I see you himself from Ukrono crowd is a Portugal. So I see you. Nana Kwame Jemfio, so I see you. But Hafiz, what Baumia on corruption?
That's good. Before I may say sometimes I really feel. Dr. Baumia, someone said, or your vice, right? And Yenina Yenim said, we ran, an executive presidency headed by the president, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, right? Inti Baumia Wayne is limited. If you say Baumia has every power to influence policy in India, but why didn't he? One say no American, one say or try E-level, or can't say it wasn't a good idea. Fine. And no young interest about Obiabe said, why Baumia? Me brother can be specific. Sika same way from that TT. Yeah. After signing on to an IMF program for 17 times. We must secure the guarantee, of not returning on the. And no, one say, yes,